So basically, before I get into like who's gonna win the fight, I just want to explain why I think it's going to be a good fight. So they have fought before. Like, we already know the outcome of that. It was a draw and everything, but I think it's gonna get better because they both have been working towards it. Logan Paul has been working slightly harder than KSI. I mean, he did take that time off to go tour and do his music and everything, but KSI has been putting in work throughout that time, a little bit at a time, because he was bulking, what he said. But they have gotten better. They actually fought each other before, so that's actually going to come out really good in the outcome, because now they know each other's styles, and now they have slightly more experience and had more time to practice the craft. I think KSI has a slight advantage, seeing that he's already done this with one more time before Logan Paul, and then again with Logan Paul before. But what keeps him is like his ego, his confidence. Like, I don't think he would like losing in front of a crowd of that magnitude that they have sold out already. And like, he has a lot more to lose than Logan Paul does, if you think about it. I mean, KSI, his whole character is built on ego and being the best at something. Logan Paul's is off of being funny, like he could really care less on what happens, but he's making it seem like he actually does care. So I think KSI has slightly more to fight for and to push himself to win than Logan Paul does. So where I think Logan Paul has the advantage is that he's been working all year for this rematch. Like, he has been begging for this rematch, and he's been focusing on other things, but it's mostly been like training. He's been training all year with his coaches, and he's been like, he started eating meat again, I guess that he said. So I guess he went in there full vegetarian, vegan, whatever he went in there as, but now he has a lot more muscle than what he did, but he was already shredded during the first fight. So where I see it is he's been getting his stamina up, because that was a very big problem in the first fight. Like, he was gassed. And so I feel he got his stamina up. He's been working at it. So that's where he might get KSI, that he's been working at it for the in-between fights. And unlike KSI, who has been rapping and touring and doing other shit with the Sidemen. Okay, so what I've seen and what Keemstar has reported is that there's a lot of tickets still left over for the fight that's coming up. And I don't know why, because I would like to see the rematch personally, because it seems like a decent thing where like a left off a cliffhanger on the last fight that they did draw. So they did have to fight against it. What I'm seeing is, I'm not saying DAZN did a really bad thing on advertising it, but I think they could have done better by putting actual YouTubers on it. I don't really like watching boxing or anything like that. I don't know why. I just like basketball or football better. But I feel like if they had YouTubers or more entertainers on there instead of like actual fighters, like, I agree they had to put the sport out there to get a younger audience, but people want to pay to see YouTubers fight. I mean, it's actually entertaining when it does that. So I feel like if they could have done that, they would have been a better job, sold more. So who I think is going to win this fight really is, like, I'm not going to take this at like, oh, if it's earlier rounds, Logan Paul has it. If it's in later rounds, KSI has it, because they have changed as fighters since the last fight that we've seen him. You don't know. Logan Paul could have got his stamina up. KSI could have got his strength up. They both become better boxers because they've been working on their techniques more. So you really can't say definitive who would win like that based on the last fight. But who I think is going to win is probably going to be KSI. I think KSI just has more to lose than to gain from this. So I think he's going to try a little bit harder in the fight than what Logan Paul is. So I don't know. I feel like KSI might have it either way.
Friendly Predator missile inbound. Hostile Predator missile. Heads up. Enemy UAV spotted. Target down. Hunter killer drone on standby. Predator missile on standby.